Hello and good evening, good afternoon, maybe good morning, wherever you happen to be. It's still light outside, although I think it's sort of early evening. I'm not sure what time it is. Darling, what time is it?
4:17.
4:17. So it's after 4 in the afternoon. So it's dark enough now because we're kind of getting into the cooler months. I've got the handy dandy light on, and I'm not using any outside natural lighting or anything like that. So it is what it is. And it's cooler, so you can see I'm wearing a jumper. It is actually really cold today. It's probably about 13 or 14 degrees outside, which is, I want to say, in the 40s, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, I'm filming my weekly perfume adventures number something, whatever that number happens to be. So I kind of started this thinking I'm going to just not pick anything for the week, but it's going to be a really cold week. And so I was thinking, you know, I might wear more like warmer scents and revisit some favorites. So that's what I'm going to do. I think one or two of them I might have talked about before. So bear with me. You are not going to get lots of new stuff here. I believe in using what I have. I'm not, you know, shy about sort of getting something new or getting something I like, but I don't do the whole, oh my God, this is new, hype, get new stuff kind of thing. And I try really hard not to do that, because then it starts to, after a while, get a little bit crazy and a little bit irresponsible financially, especially in this day and age when everything's just becoming a lot more expensive. Oh, before I go any further, darling, say hi to Echo.
Hello. He's
reading. I think he's reading. Are you reading the book club book?
No, I'm reading Anne Lamott, Bird by Bird, on writing craft skills.
He's reading about writing craft skills, not the book club book, but which, FYI, the book club book, really creepy and really gross, DNF. But that's not what you're here for. Anyway, okay, this week. So, favorites. Replica by the Fireplace. I kind of had to make my own box because this I bought used. Somebody was getting rid of it. And it's a refillable bottle, and it's beautiful. It's gold, so it's terribly shiny. But this is one of my favorite perfumes, the Replica by the Fireplace. The original is actually light enough that I can wear it in the summertime, and I just get like a soft, warm, cozy scent. But it's beautiful in the winter, and it's just in the cooler months because, again, it's a warm, cozy scent, and I like warm, cozy scents. So, yes, that's one I'm going to be wearing this week, which I love. I know what this smells like. I'm very familiar with the scent because it's actually one of my all-time favorite scents. So, I don't actually need to spray it. I can tell you what it is. And then on to other favorites. This is the Terence Hughes Addicted. It is his Gourmand, and I think this is probably one of the best gourmands in my collection that I love a lot. Again, I'm very familiar with the scent. I absolutely love it. It is, to me, just the perfect spicy, rich gourmand, and it is just absolutely stunning. And of course, I'm not actually organized enough to have remembered to go and get my iPad so I can tell you what the notes are. But it's just, trust me on this one, it's one of the best gourmands that I have in my collection. And I'm going to fly through this really quick so you don't have to listen to me ramble for 30 minutes on one thing, which sometimes I do, and, you know. And then, oh, this is a repeat. I wore this a few weeks ago, and this is the Cafe of Intense by the Gudu brand. And surprisingly, I really love it. And I talked about it ad nauseum about how much I love it in the previous videos. And when I think did a recap on it. But this is the Gudu brand's inspired by Montale Intense Cafe, which I don't know if I like. But I had the Jalu version, which I was not a fan of. But I love this one. I love, love, love this one. This is very, very much, yes, an intense coffee with a beautiful floral rose undertone. And the rose is subtle enough that it just basically gives the coffee a floral sort of edge to it. And I really, really like it. It actually reminds me a little bit of my Floral Street Ylang Ylang Espresso, which is also one of my all-time favorite coffee scents. So those two side by side. And then I pulled out my Desert Nights by Who Is Elijah. And the first time I sprayed this is rose in it. So it's kind of like, Deanna, I thought you don't like rose in your perfumes, but surprisingly, I like this. And this smells a lot like something I had in the past that I know. And the first time I sprayed it, I could have sworn I could have sworn I feel like I've smelled this before. I know what it is, but I do not know what it is because I remember the smell, but I don't know what it's called. And Who Is Elijah is kind of a funny house because it's everywhere in a lot of the department stores and the drugstores over here. And it's kind of branded as like, not kind of a niche house, but it's really a dupe house. And most of their perfumes are dupes for other perfumes. And it's just a very... I find it a very odd brand, but they do have a couple of perfumes that I really, really like. Their Haze, which is a dupe of By The Fireplace, I love. It's kind of like a lighter, thinner version of the By The Fireplace, so it's very easy to wear like in the summertime. And you can spray to your heart's content and not go overboard with it. And it's really light. So there's that. And also their O, which is their dupe of the DS and Durga's De Basse, is also, I don't know if it's pronounced De Basse or Debaser. I guess it depends on whether you're pronouncing it the French way or the English/American way. De Basse would sort of be like the way I would pronounce it, like maybe with a French accent. And debaser would be like the way an American would pronounce it. I don't know. If somebody knows, please tell me what the correct pronunciation for that word is. I would appreciate it. But yeah, so those two I really like. And this Desert Nights is their second to latest one because I think they just released Electric Soul and I haven't heard what that one is a dupe for, but that one's purple and looks interesting, so we shall see. And my last one for this is this. Okay, this is Gudu, and it's a milk scented perfume. It's Chinese. It is the White Rabbit Candy. So if you're an Asian, or if you've lived anywhere in Asia, or you've grown up anywhere in Asia, or you've traveled anywhere in Asia, you will see this White Rabbit candy everywhere. I grew up on it, and it's basically a sweet milk candy. And it's the White Rabbit candy, and it's very, very well known. And this, on Temu, a girlfriend of mine actually told me about it, and she goes, you're going to like it because you like milky lactonic scents. She's, and it's sort of like anywhere, depending on what the sales are, anywhere between $3 to $5 on Temu. And I kid you not, this literally smells like the candy, and it's my childhood. Like, I smell this and it's like, yes, this was my childhood. It's basically a sweet, milky scent. It's thin as, it smells really beautiful when you spray it, but it doesn't last very long. But it's $3 or $5, depending on the on the sale. And it's, I think, 30, you get 30 mils for $5. I have no idea what the ingredients are in it. Everything's in Chinese, but I really don't care because it's $5 and I can just spray it. I don't normally spray my clothes, but with this one, like, I will go nuts and I will spray it everywhere. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love this so much. But yeah, if you ever like want a sweet milky scent that's very milky and very sweet and very lactonic, this is it. I have been searching for a lactonic milky scent forever, and this is it. My search is over. And if I can have like 300 bottles of this and just like spray it everywhere, I will. And maybe I will for $3 the next time there's a sale. But yes, so that's my week. And this is so cozy and so comforting. I can just wear this like anytime. And at the moment, I'm just wanting like cozy and comforting. And so that's it. Now, funny story. You know, I'm not a fan of Bianco latte and the caramel, like the Bianco latte vibe caramel scents, okay? Not a fan at all. I find it very linear. I find it very boring, and it's just not for me. And I've got a whole video about it. It's called My Unpopular Opinion About Bianco Latte. But anyway, this is the Bujairami inspired version of Bianco Latte. It's called Vanilla Dream. And it's got a very strange looking bottle that looks like something carved out of this, you know, the Stone Ages. You know, you really sort of expect like Wilma Flintstone or Betty Rubble holding this and wearing this. And I don't like this, or I don't love it. But, and I was trying to decide what to do with it. Do I sell it? Do I decant it? You know, would I do it? And if I wanted to sell it, I can, because this is in high demand and people, a lot of people love this, okay? And no criticism, whatever, of the people who love it. Good for me too, actually, because I can offload this. However, the other day, we were, what did we have? I was cooking something for lunch, and I like to make my own homemade bacon bits. I am not a fan of I really pretty much cook everything myself and make most everything myself from scratch. My friends and those who know me know that I love to cook and know that, you know, cooking is kind of my thing. And I do have a very, very spoiled hubby who likes the fact that pretty much everything is made from scratch. Salad dressings, sauces, etc., etc.
Hey, and I'm easygoing. I could eat processed food. Take me to Macca's.
I am not taking you to Macca's. I really appreciate the fact that we didn't go to Macca's for our wedding anniversary. But anyway, so I have a thing against, okay, and this is legit, I have a thing against like that plastic bacon bits that you find in a jar on the grocery shelf, like not even in the perishable section, in the non-perishable section next to the canned goods. I'm really against that stuff because it's basically like, it tastes like plastic and it doesn't taste like bacon. So I make my own I make my own bacon bits. And I don't remember what I was cooking, but I made bacon bits to top whatever it was that I was cooking. And at the end of it, later, I was smelling, it's like, why do I smell bacon everywhere? Not that I don't love the smell of bacon, but, you know, I could smell a lot of bacon. And then I realized, oh, my hair smells like bacon from, you know, the bacon cooking smells. And I'm like, well, what do I do? Because I don't want my hair smelling like bacon. So I just grabbed this and went to town on my hair. And admittedly, I probably went to town a little bit too much, but it did fix the fact that my hair no longer smelled like bacon. And I can live with smelling this in my hair rather than bacon. So this makes a good hair perfume. Not a perfume that I would wear generally, like on an everyday basis, because I'm not crazy about it, but it makes a good hair perfume. And it's great if you're needing to put perfume in your hair because your hair smells like bacon. So there you go. And anyway, recap for the week. We went out for our 23rd wedding anniversary lunch. We did not go boar hunting. There was a whole story there. Maybe I will tell it one day. Friends, like personal friends and family who know me and who are friends with me on Facebook, the whole thing kind of played out there, and it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. But we didn't go boar hunting. We went to a very, very nice high tea or afternoon tea at a gorgeous little boutique hotel near where we live. It was a total surprise. I loved it a lot. And this is what I wore. So I did say in my previous video that Tom Ford Black Orchid would be a very good date kind of a perfume. And I didn't really, like last week, we didn't go anywhere. I think like there were 3 days where we literally did not leave the house. So there wasn't really any opportunity to wear this. But because we went out and for our anniversary lunch, and even though it was in the afternoon, it was kind of like a cold, like, you know, autumny, rainy, wintry kind of a day. So I wore this. It was beautiful, and I really, really enjoy it. But I think this is going to end up being very much a special occasion, going out on a date perfume. And it's just so strong, and it's so potent and so intense that I don't think I can wear it as an everyday scent, but I can wear it for special occasions. And the wedding anniversary lunch was a special occasion, and I wore it and I loved it. So that was good. I did wear this briefly. I wore it once or twice. I do still absolutely love it. I can smell it. Yeah, that cocoa, warm, chocolatey, slightly coffee, slightly vanilla scent is just, it's everything. So, and I did say I'm going to try to get through this bottle. Not too fast, but I will get through this bottle because I've got a dent in it and I want to use it up before it goes off. On the Labo front, I had the Tonka 25, which is beautiful, and I did wear this a couple of times. I really enjoyed it. It's sort of this spicy, dirty vanilla, and it's the kind of vanilla I like, and that was lovely. However, I did not get to Jasmine 17. I did not wear it because, like I said, we didn't leave the house for 3 days. And also, you can't see it, but behind me is my perfume cabinet, but that's also on a dresser, and that's kind of where hubby puts all the clean laundry for me to put away. And I'm really bad at putting away laundry, even after it's been washed and folded, and all I have to do is put it away. It can take me a long time. And recently there were a lot of towels and things like that that got washed and put in front of my perfume cabinet, and it was piled so high I couldn't open the door. So there were a few days where I couldn't actually get to the perfumes. And so there was no perfume. Well, there was perfume wearing, but I kind of ended up like reaching around and grabbing stuff. And I actually, oh, I forgot to pull out what I did grab because I couldn't open the door. Hang on, I have pants on, so I can go and grab it. You get to watch hubby.
Can I be seen in the video?
You are seen in the video now.
I have to do a bodily function soon.
I hope they didn't hear you say that. I don't know if you heard any of what hubby said, but I don't think I'm going to repeat it. He did ask if he could be seen in the video, and I said, yes, he is being seen in the video. Yes, so anyway, the laundry is kind of high up. It was hard to open the door on one side, and the Jasmin 17 was actually on that side, so I didn't get to it. And on the one day when we were going out for something or other, I don't remember what it was. It might have been an errand or something. I just grabbed whatever was in front that I could get to on the other side where the door was openable. And I ended up with these two. So not part of the what I planned to wear, but I did wear it. And this is Vanille by Fragonard. Fragonard. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. And that's actually a nice vanilla. And I generally don't like plain old vanilla because I find just plain old vanilla a little bit boring. But I decided, because these were like right next to each other, I grabbed Coco Paradise from Bath & Body Works. This is their eau de parfum version of the body mist or their scent. And it's actually a really pretty sweet coconut scent, which I actually quite like. And it was a tiny bottle. It was 60% off. I assume they were, I don't know if they're discontinuing it or if they're clearing it because they were bringing in new season stuff or whatever it was. But I had considered going back and getting a second bottle at 60% off, but I think they were sold out, or I was nowhere near there, or didn't get back to it. Whatever, I only have this one bottle, but I really do enjoy it, and it's a fun sort of summer scent. But the two of these combined is actually very nice and very gourmand if you like a sweet gourmand coconut for a scent. So I really enjoyed that for that one day. And that was no, one more. And this also from Bath & Body Works. I did wear this a couple of times, and this was wonderful. I really did enjoy this. Funny story. I don't know if I told it the last time when I talked about this, was I had brought back, I think I did mention it, I had brought back a extra bottle for the caretaker of our estate when we went on holiday, and he looked after the place for us. And anyway, so we had come home from somewhere, errands or something, and our mail gets delivered to the shed in the front of the estate, and that gets locked after it's delivered, and then somebody goes and sorts the mail and opens it back up for a few hours where we can go and collect our mail. And I think I was a little early, so the shed hadn't been opened again yet. So I saw our caretaker, the estate caretaker, outside talking to somebody, and I said, can I bother you to open the shed for me so that I can get to the mail, because he has the key. And he goes, oh, you know, the mail might not have been sorted yet. And I said, that's all right. I know I've got something and I just want to grab that one thing. And he goes, okay, well, we can put it in the book. And so he's grabbing this bag out of his car, and he's spreading some stuff around a tree that's out front. And and it's manure or some kind of dynamic lifter or something like that. But it was, imagine a cow pasture with a lot of cows making very fragrant smells. And I'm like, are you making that smell? And he goes, well, I'm not sure if I'm like, you know, making that smell, but I'm not making that smell, but you know, it was coming out of that bag of whatever it was he was spreading on the ground around the tree. And he goes, and he says, you know, but maybe I'm not wearing enough perfume or wearing too much of that. And I said, well, you're clearly not wearing enough of what it is that I bought you, which was this. And he goes, oh, I've been wearing that and I get really good feedback from the women and they really like it. And I'm like, oh, you've been wearing it, have you? And he goes, yes. And I've been wearing it out on dates, and the women that I've been going out on dates with really like this perfume on me. So yay, that it smells good on him and he's getting compliments from the ladies that he is dating. Then we had a really interesting conversation about dating for mature adults. And man, dating is rough these days. I mean, I hear all these stories, and this is me going off on a tangent. I hear all these stories from my friends who are single of varying ages talking about the challenges of dating these days. And wow, seriously, I think if I were to lose a hubby for, you know, whatever reason, or if I ended up single again for whatever reason, I think I'm just going to get a cat, or like a dog, or 3 dogs, or 5 cats, or something. But dating sounds hard, like really hard. So, you know, if you're single and you're trying to date and you're trying to find a mate, oh, good luck, man. I hope it works for you, because it seems really hard to me. But, you know, I've been married to the same guy for 23 years. We've been together for 27 years.
And nobody would compare.
He claims nobody could compare. That is a matter of your opinion, darling. He is wonderful.
Just stating fact.
Just stating fact. I don't know if you heard that, but he says he's just stating fact. But yeah, so dating, oh, challenging. And I think I would be very intimidated by it. Sometimes I toy with the idea of setting up a dating profile just to see what it's like, but then I kind of chicken out, and I'm scared of what that could bring or be like. So yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I think I'm going to become a cat lady, which, oh, where did we go from perfume to cat lady? There you go. The adventures of perfume adventures with Deanna. Right. Okay. I am done. Thank you for hanging with me for so long. If you made it to the end, cat emoji, puppy emoji, yeah, cat emoji or puppy emoji. And I hope you're well. Have a great week and talk to you later. Bye-bye.